Cristiano Ronaldo's career looks inevitable at this stage. But what most people don't know is that nothing about his beginning suggested that he would have a net worth of close to $1.4 billion. He wasn't the most gifted kid. He wasn't the safest bet for many of his coaches. There were players who were more talented, yet they vanished, while he became unstoppable. Talent alone doesn't explain what Cristiano Ronaldo became. So here's the thought-provoking question you never asked yourself. Was Ronaldo born special? Or did he build something the rest of the world wasn't willing to suffer for? And what his coaches discovered about him earlier on sets the tone for one of football's greatest champions. Madeira was a beautiful city in Portugal, but it was small, isolated, and unforgiving if you dreamed too big. His family lived tight, money was scarce, and comfort was never guaranteed. Ronaldo shared a room in a home that only had one room. Resources indicate that his mother had even considered abortion due to financial hardship. He wore hand-me-downs and learned early that nothing was going to be handed to him. Football wasn't a hobby, it was an escape route. While other kids played for fun, Ronaldo played with urgency. Every match felt like a test, every loss like a threat to the future he wanted. He was mocked for his accent, his skinny frame, even his obsession. But insecurity became fuel. He stayed after training. He ran when others rested. He practiced until exhaustion felt normal. That hunger came from fear. Fear of staying stuck, fear of becoming invisible. And it built a discipline far beyond his age. Long before trophies, long before cameras, Ronaldo had already decided something dangerous. That effort could outwork destiny. At just 12 years old, Ronaldo left Madeira and stepped into Lisbon, a city that felt like another world. Sporting CP, or Sporting Lisbon, was a major Portuguese sports club based in Lisbon. As one of Portugal's big three clubs, it was renowned for its professional football team, and Ronaldo became a part of it early on. Joining this club came at a cost. He was alone, far from family, surrounded by boys who spoke differently, lived differently, and made sure he knew he didn't belong. His accent became a target. His emotions became a weakness in their eyes. Many nights ended with tears and phone calls home, wondering if the dream was worth the pain. On the pitch, the picture was complicated. Ronaldo was electric, quick feet, fearless dribbling, a confidence that bordered on defiance. But he wasn't finished. His end product was erratic. Too many stepovers, poor decisions in front of goal. Coaches argued over him. Some saw a showboat, others saw something volatile and rare. What kept him there wasn't certainty, it was his deep obsession for the game. He trained harder than anyone. He demanded more touches, more drills, more chances. Sporting didn't know if he would become great, but they knew one thing: no one wanted it more than him. After a single preseason match, Sir Alex Ferguson made a bold decision in 2003. He signed an 18-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo from Sporting CP, not as a finished product, but as a gamble. Manchester United weren't buying goals or trophies. They were buying raw chaos, talent without polish, potential without guarantees. Manchester United was a part of the Premier League, and it was unforgiving. The Premier League is the top tier of English football. Nicknamed the Red Devils, they were founded as Newton Heath LYR Football Club in 1878. In that ruthless league, defenders were stronger, faster, ruthless. Ronaldo's tricks excited crowds, but frustrated teammates. Stepovers without results. Flair without numbers. Critics labeled him a luxury player, someone built for highlights, not titles. Inside the club, trust was limited. He wasn't handed responsibility. He had to earn every minute. Ferguson was blunt: simplify or fail. Beat your man, deliver the ball, score. No excuses and no jokes. Training became ruthless. Every mistake was corrected, every weakness exposed. Ronaldo responded the only way he knew how, with absolute obsession, extra sessions, endless repetition, a refusal to stay the same. By 2006, the gamble was paying off. The teenager was becoming a weapon, not because the flair disappeared, but because it was finally controlled. By the time criticism reached its peak, Ronaldo made a choice that would define his entire career. He did not argue with doubt. He rebuilt himself, not just as a footballer, but as a true sports warrior. Training sessions no longer ended when the whistle blew. They continued in empty gyms, late nights, and silent mornings. His body began to change in ways rarely seen in football. He added muscle without losing speed, turned explosive acceleration into sustained power. Every sprint became sharper, every jump even higher than before. His physique stopped looking like a winger's and started resembling something engineered. Teammates noticed. Opponents felt it. He was no longer easy to push off the ball. He was no longer a skinny twig from Portugal. he imposed himself. Mentally, the shift was even more extreme. Failure stopped being discouragement and became instruction. Missed chances haunted him, not in fear, but in repetition. He replayed mistakes until they were eliminated. Confidence was no longer borrowed from praise. It was built from preparation. Skill was still there, but now it had purpose. What once looked like raw talent was now sharpened into efficiency. Ronaldo was no longer trying to impress. He was preparing to dominate the world of football. And that domination came with his unique playing style that very few could copy. Cristiano Ronaldo's playing style is a lethal combination of explosive speed, aerial dominance, and clinical finishing. He blends blistering pace with impeccable timing, often arriving in the right place before defenders even react. His athleticism allows him to outjump, outmuscle, and outlast opponents. What sets him apart is his ability to adapt, evolving from a dazzling winger into a complete forward who can score from anywhere with both feet and in the air, using his head or under pressure against the best defenses in the world. By the time Ronaldo arrived at Real Madrid in 2009, the machine he had built at Manchester United was ready for its ultimate test. Every physical improvement became fuel for domination. At Madrid, he evolved into a goal-scoring juggernaut, turning instinct, skill, and athleticism into near-automatic output. He adapted seamlessly to different managers, systems, and teammates, proving he wasn't just a product of one team or one style of play. Each season, he refined his finishing, his positioning, his movement off the ball. Defenders were no longer just challenged, they were outmatched. The rivalry with Lionel Messi from Argentina pushed him further, forcing him to break limits others thought untouchable. Many people have argued that Ronaldo and Messi have completely different styles, and they aren't wrong. Ronaldo focuses more on individual effort, and Messi focuses more on a team effort. Critics have pointed out that if Ronaldo gets the ball, then he scores it independently. But when Messi gets the ball, he passes it to his teammates to score further and faster. Would you agree with this statement? Comment your thoughts below. Records that had stood for decades crumbled under Ronaldo's consistency. Free kicks, headers, long-range strikes. He scored from every angle, in every situation. At Real Madrid, Cristiano Ronaldo didn't just play football. He redefined what was possible, and the world could only watch in awe as he became truly unstoppable. Even as most players begin to fade in their late 20s, Ronaldo continued to defy expectations. Into his 30s and beyond, he didn't just survive, he thrived. Every year, he reinvented his game and came back stronger. What others lose to age, he turned into an advantage. By the time Cristiano Ronaldo reached the peak of his career, his achievements were nothing short of historic. First, he became the all-time leading scorer for Real Madrid with 450 goals in just 438 appearances, a record that seems untouchable. Second, he won 5 Ballon d'Or awards, cementing his status as one of the greatest players in history. These awards didn't just reflect talent, they symbolized dominance across leagues, countries, and international tournaments, a consistency few could match. Third, he became the first player to win league titles in England, Spain, and Italy, along with multiple UEFA Champions League trophies. His victories weren't confined to clubs either, leading Portugal to the 2016 European Championship and the 2019 Nations League, showcased his ability to inspire and deliver on the international stage. Financially, this success translated into massive earnings. Club contracts, endorsements with global brands like Nike, and his CR7 business ventures brought his net worth into the hundreds of millions, making him one of the richest athletes of all time. Cristiano Ronaldo's story isn't just about football, it's about the limits of human will. He shows us that greatness isn't given, it's built piece by piece. He wasn't the most naturally gifted, and he wasn't the easiest bet. Yet through relentless effort, he became unstoppable and unforgettable. So the real question isn't how good he became, it's what we're willing to do if we want to reach even a fraction of his level. Could you push your limits like Ronaldo did, or would you settle for comfort? Comment your thoughts below and let your opinion count among many others. And subscribe for more content like this.